I've been a fan of Scat for a long time, and they've got applications to cover just about any kind of engine you can think of. And at this year's PRI show, I see we've got a lot of different stuff on display here. I'm with Tom Lieb. Take me through some of this stuff. I see we've got rotating assemblies, we've got bear cranks, a lot of different parts here.
Well, at the show, we're featuring the new Scat Pack rotating assemblies. Basically what it is a complete box, one box, everything's in it. You got your crank, your rods, your pistons, your rings for your application. We've got about 1,200 different applications. But what's really new this year is we have the Scat Pack for the Ford modular engines, some new stuff there, some different pistons, different strokes and rod lengths and things. We also have the same for the LS engines, for the GM, and then we have it, of course, for the Chrysler Hemis.
So what kind of pistons and rods are we talking about here as part of these assemblies?
Well, basically, what we've done is we've taken the assemblies and matched it to two things. One of them is the purpose. In other words, are you building an engine that you're going to drag race? Is it a street car? Is it a hot rod? Whatever. And then the other one is the pocketbook. So when we start with the cast cranks, of course, we match an appropriate rod that would have the right strength, but not overpaying. Same way with the piston. You know, a generic piston, Ford's piston, normally, that you can build your street engine with, and it's going to be just fine. Everything in that engine is going to, if there's going to be a maximum, every part is maxed together. So it's a package, which is why we call it the Scat Pack. And then as you move up with your racing, if that's what it is, or if you're going to put a supercharger on your street car, whatever you're going to do, then we move up to the forged crank, the more expensive I-beam rod, the Pro Comp rod. And then if you're really an all-out racer and you want the latest and the greatest, obviously we can move up to the billet cranks and the more sophisticated machine, specially machined forged cranks. So from the piston standpoint, what we've done, we don't make pistons, but we do and have a relationship with all the piston manufacturers. So what we've done is we've gone through the catalogs and we've picked what we feel is the best piston from whoever made it, because all of the piston manufacturers are high quality people. And so we picked the best forging, the lightest weight, the strongest, the proper forging for the kit. So when you buy that box and we balance it, it's balanced plus or minus a couple grams. You've got every piece in it that's mated, it's appropriate. All you got to do is wash the parts and assemble the engine. So we've done all the legwork for the customer. The biggest problem we have is somebody buying a crank and then they buy a rod and then they go to the piston manufacturer and they buy a piston, and inevitably there's a mismatch in the parts. And so part of our job is to make sure that the kit is complete and it's exactly balanced, not only from the rotating standpoint, but balanced as far as your purpose is concerned. And of course, that fits your pocketbook too.
So if I come to you and I say I want to build X engine and I want to run naturally aspirated, or I want to run boost on it, and here's my horsepower goal, there's not going to be any guesswork in that.
That's true. And our folks at the plant have gone through and we understand, the marketplace. This is, we've been at every PRI show since the beginning, except for the first one. And so we understand the business, and of course our business is, we're dealing with not only the factory performance groups at Ford, Chrysler, and GM, but also probably the best engine builders in the world. So we've listened to them and we've tried to put that into our product line.
So now where can people go if they want to find out more information about the Scat Packs or about any of your line of components?
Well, basically our products are sold through all of the distributors, your Summits, your JEGs, your Speedway Motors, your Motor States. I mean, you go down the list of who's who, they all have the product available in the catalog. But certainly we're available, and part of what you buy when you buy our product is our expertise. And so we're there every day to answer your questions, help you out with whatever you're building, and if you get into issues, or actually our job is to prevent those. So we're available and we're there, and please call us and we'll be happy to take care of you.
Well, I think that's so important. You really can't put a price tag on that experience. For Power Automedia, I'm Paul Huizinga. This is the 2015 PRI show. Keep it right here. We got a whole bunch more coming to you.